on. I'm good. I'm good. There you go, right there.
Talk to me.
Oh, man, you talk to me, man. We waiting on for you. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing well, man. What's going on?
I'm good. All right, second season FAMU football. I know it was last season was a season that you wanted to have. But what are some things that you learned from last season you going into this season?
Well, I mean, I think the guys, you understand every week that you're going to get the team's best, right? And I think that obviously, we played a very, very good football game down in Jackson. It didn't go our way. And obviously, the stunner that everyone wants to talk about, Mississippi Valley. But I think for us is you got to come play week to week. Nobody's going to bow down just because FAMU is in their stadium or in their building. So I think at the end of the day, that's one thing we did learn. And not just as a staff, but as a football team. But I think ultimately, right, for us, biggest thing was making sure we got ourselves bigger in the trenches. The skill level throughout the conference is rather high. Mm-hmm. But the team that's going to win is the team that's got the best offensive line, the best defensive line, and that means obviously we're guarding the trenches.
You had the mistake of playing at home, having an undefeated win streak at home. I know it was broken against Mississippi Valley.
Absolutely.
What are some things you try to implement, try to do to bring that mystique back to Bragg?
Well, we started a new streak, right? We played a very, very good Alabama A&M team, and obviously we won that game there. But I just think that it's not trust me, it's still very, very tough coming to Bragg. Fans are going to be what they are, but I think that the product, playing well, winning football games will continue with that mystique.
Okay. You have I don't know what you call it an issue, but I know you call it a good thing as far as with your quarterback room to look who to replace Daniel Richardson. How is that quarterback battle going on right now?
Well, last year around this time we had to replace Musa, correct? And I thought we did a good job with Daniel Richardson, and we went out and got 2 or 3 guys to help try to fill that void. And being the quarterback at Florida A&M means you're potentially going to be an all-conference player, a guy who's going to have to throw for a bunch of yards, a guy who's going to have to make great decisions, right? So, we're looking and trying to figure out who that may be. I know last year we waited to about the day before the game to announce who it will be, but I'll make that announcement probably a little bit earlier than I did in the past about who that's going to be. But they've done a great job the entire summer. We've had 105 guys with us since June 1st, and those guys they're ripping and ready to go. And they know we got some things that we got to adjust and improve on, and that's what we're doing every single day.
And last but not least, you got another Seminole that's in the coaching ranks right now with Terrell Buckley over at Mississippi Valley. What was the things that you told them about actually coaching in the SWAC?
Well, a lot of the stuff. He's the main reason why I picked Florida State. He was the All-American corner, and I was supposed to be the next up-and-coming guy out of school. He's the reason why I picked Florida State. But just talks about being ready week to week. T-Buck's got a great resume. He's been at a lot of places. We've been under some of the same people that have had a lot of success. But be true to yourself. He knows what hard work's going to look like. He knows what you got to do to get your team to be where it needs to be. And I trust Rob a very, very good year. I hope it's just not, when we play him. But at the end of the day, man, I'm happy for T-Buck. Excited for what he's going to bring, and I know that Mississippi Valley is in great hands with T-Buck as their head coach.
Okay, and tell Rattler Nation where they can find you at for the first game of the season.
First game of the year, they know where we're at. We're playing at the Orange Blossom Classic down in South Florida against Howard, August 30th. We're looking to. I know we're going to have anywhere between 50 to 55,000 down there in that stadium. Hopefully, it's 90% wearing the orange and green.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Absolutely, appreciate you.
Anytime. Microphone.
I got you. I was doing my bad.
You good, man. Thank you.